Okay guys, step 3. Here we go, the final step. This is the physical component. We just got done working through the chemical component, which is a key element to making sure you're covering all your bases with regard to bone loss, preventing it, reversing it, and just overall general health. You have to have chemical balance in your body. But by the same token, you have to have physical balance in your body. Otherwise, you will not realize the health potential that you truly have. You won't realize the quality of life that you're capable of, nor the longevity that your body's capable of. So here we get into the physical components of preventing and or reversing osteoporosis, as well as maintaining general health and preventing disease. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 components here, again, each with a no, yes box to be checked. There's several lines here to give me feedback, detailed feedback, as many details and adjectives and words to describe your situation, condition, or thoughts. Please, if you have to attach another page, do so. There's also a paragraph or a few sentences or lines describing why I'm asking this question and why you need to be very detailed in your response to these questions. So make sure you read everything. The best thing that I can recommend as well is when you're done with step 3, go back and breeze through this form and make sure you didn't leave any box unchecked, or you didn't miss a question, or you didn't miss providing a detail. Okay, so onward. The first item is, do you currently experience any form of joint pain or stiffness? I have to know if there's any problem in your musculoskeletal system, any weakness, any sign of weakness, such as general stiffness or an ache, a pain, a burning sensation, a numbness and tingling sensation. I need to know if there's something wrong with your musculoskeletal system. Otherwise, I will miss some very important details, and I will not be able to generate a very detailed program for you. So, be thorough in your answer, please. It helps me help you tremendously. The second item is, do you engage in weight-bearing exercise more than 2 to 3 times per week? If so, please describe. I want you to be very honest with me here. If you're not in a consistent program of exercising a minimum of 2 to 3 times per week, I need you to check no on this item. If you do exercise and you read this little paragraph here, you'll know that I want to know what kind of exercise, how often, how much, is it low intensity, high intensity. Any details that you can provide me are going to help me give you better feedback, help you generate a more specific program, a more effective program for you as far as longevity of your body. The next item is, do you want a recommendation for exercise? If you're not into exercise, if you're not going to exercise, let's not waste our time in giving you exercise recommendations. Simply check the no box. I don't recommend this because, as you know, and from the lecture, exercise is a key ingredient, key element to maintaining bone mass, preventing osteoporosis, and or reversing it. So, if you're not up to par with your exercise program or understanding of exercise, check the yes box. I'll email you some very simple recommendations that will at least get you started on some type of a program. The next item is, do you have bad posture or unhealthy ergonomic habits? This is where we come to the point where we really have to be honest with ourselves and kind of assess our habits, our thinking, and our behaviors. If you know you have bad posture or you know you have bad habits, I need you to recognize that and tell me. Only if you tell me this will I be able to give you feedback and direction on how to improve your habits, your posture, how you think, how you behave at work, etc. So, as you know, and we talked about this in the lecture, posture and osteoporosis are directly connected. They're interrelated. You can't talk about one without talking about the other. So, when we are talking about an osteoporosis program, we always have to consider posture as a key element in controlling the onset, the progression, or the reversal of osteoporosis. If you know your posture is bad, if you know you have weaknesses or asymmetries, jot down a few notes here. If you know you have bad habits at work, on the couch, in the car, write down any notes that you have so that I can give you specific feedback for you as an individual. Okay, the next item. Do you want a recommendation for avoiding or improving postural problems? If you don't care about your posture at all, and you're not really interested in controlling osteoporosis from a postural standpoint, check no. If you understand how important posture is, and you want to improve it as much as possible so that you maintain bone health or improve bone health and overall general health, then simply check the yes box and I'll try to give you some direction on how to take care of your body in a much, much, much more specific manner. Okay, the last one. have you had a physical examination of your musculoskeletal system within the last 12 months? Now let me clarify what type of an exam I'm speaking about here. This is a very important question, the most important one on the page. I have to know who have you been working with is from a physical standpoint in terms of bringing physical balance to the body. Most people don't really care about their body physically unless it hurts. And I know many of you probably don't have any pain or symptoms at all. But that doesn't mean that you don't have physical imbalances. Now many of you do have physical pains, and you may have gone and consulted with somebody trying to figure out what the solution or answer is. I need to know, have you had a physical examination within the last 12 months? And if so, when was it done? And if so, who performed it? What type of specialist were they? Try to provide me with as many details as you possibly can about this topic. If you read the little paragraph down here, you'll get some more details on why I'm answering this question, why it's so critical that you give me as much feedback as possible. Now again, let me just say one or two more words about this. As far as a physical exam, we're not really talking about going to your doctor, your yearly physical, and asking some symptom-based questions, maybe doing a cough test or measuring your height or weight. That's not really a true physical exam. So if you haven't had a true physical exam either from a physical therapist, a massage therapist, a chiropractor, a doctor of osteopathy, these people, they do real physical exams to see if your body's in physical balance or out of physical balance, and if it's out, what to do about it. So I need to know if you've met with those people. Now if you're currently a patient, an active patient and client here, I don't even really need you to fill out that box. I know exactly where you stand and exactly where you're going. But if you're not a patient and client here, I have no idea where you stand or where to point you in the right direction. So again, take all of these questions seriously, but especially the last one. Give me as much feedback as possible. Okay guys, that's the web consultation form. Step 1, 2, 3. Again, between this and the initial form that you filled out when you came to the lecture, that's 99.9% of the information I need to take that and translate that into what do I do now? What should I be taking? What should I be doing? When? How much? How long? So the next time we meet with me, Mark, Becky, or Tom, it's going to be a very brief encounter. Like I said, only 15 minutes or less. Again, I know most of you guys will have questions, but I want to remind you that manual, that 50-page plus manual, has a plethora of information. It's going to answer, again, almost all of your questions. If it does not answer your question, you're always welcome to call, email, stop by, and ask. If the answer to your questions is not in that manual, I'll find the answer to the question for you. So congratulations, you completed the web consultation form. You should see that at the bottom of this video, there's what is the next step. Obviously it's going to be to call us, find a time that fits into your schedule and ours to get 15 minutes of focused time to generate an osteoporosis general health improvement recommendations form. Okay, we'll get you started. Thanks for hanging in there with us. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the office very soon. Bye.